Got it, Colleen?
I don't think it says in there, they're just saying, there might be some contact information. Is it good to go? Okay. Wait for Pauline. There we go. Thank you, you're welcome very much. Well, good morning, everybody, welcome. We'll call to order the regular meeting of the Lawrence County Board of Commissioners. Today is Tuesday, July 21 of 2026. Welcome, everybody. Particularly those of you who might be viewing us on YouTube or on the live stream. A couple of housekeeping items. Want to note this meeting is being live streamed and recorded. And if anybody in the room has a cell phone, if you'd please put it on vibrate or silent, we would appreciate your doing that. We always begin the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance, then we'd ask you to remain standing for a moment of silence. Mr. Sonata, could you lead us in the pledge?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If you please remain standing, we'll have a moment of silence. Thank you. Colleen, could you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Sonata?
Here.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Here.
Commissioner Vogler?
Here. We do have a quorum. At the moment, we have no visitors in the audience, so I'll forego the explanation of procedures. If anybody were to show up, we'll certainly stop and allow for the public comment time that we're required to have. Right now, we have no members of the public in the audience. And also the same applies for row officers. They're not obligated to be at these meetings, but if they do show up, we always give them an opportunity to give us any reports or update. So next on the agenda would be the public comment, but as noted, there are no members of the public in the audience. We will open it up before we adjourn, particularly if anybody does show up. Under fiscal and contractual, we have warrant registers that have been provided to us by the County Controller's Office. They are dated July 14, 15, and 16. They're also known as check reconciliation registers. And Dan and Chris, take whatever time you need to look them over. And whenever you've done that, I could entertain a motion for us to accept these documents.
I've already looked them over and I'll make that motion.
I've looked them over as well, and I'll second that motion.
Thank you both, gentlemen. And if you don't have any concerns, we'll take a roll.
Commissioner Sonata?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Colleen. Also in our packet are the minutes of the July 14 Commissioners meeting. And again, Chris and Dan, take whatever time you need to look them over. And once you've done so, we can do a motion to adopt the minutes.
I'll look those minutes over, and I'll make a motion we adopt the minutes.
And I'll second.
Thank you both, gentlemen. And if there are no questions, we'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sonata?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Under written communications, we've received 3 documents since last week that we'll enter into the record. The first is submitted to us on behalf of Elwood Remelt Steel, which is located on Furnace Street in the city of Newcastle. And we're being advised that Elwood Remelt Steel intends to file a plan approval application with the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection's Northwest office in Meadville for the installation of a new air emissions source. The project name is the Vim Shop Dust Collector Plan Approval. And the law requires that the county be notified of this application. We have no authority over it or can't take any action on it other than to make note of the fact that we have been provided with this notification on behalf of Elwood Remelt Steel. The second document comes from a company known as CSC Environmental Health and Safety. And they are writing to us on behalf of Lindy Paving, Inc. And it states as follows, notify the county that Lindy Paving will soon be submitting to the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection an application to renew the existing air quality permit for Lindy's asphalt plant located at 4877 West State Street in Mahoning Township. And they have also submitted this document to our County Planning Commission as well as the Mahoning Township Planning Commission and the Mahoning Township Supervisor. And the third and final document comes to us from Keller Engineers based in Hollidaysburg, which is in Blair County, giving us notification relative to the Gibsondale Nova solar project located in Slippery Rock Township. It states as follows: Gibsondale Nova 1 and 2 LLC, subsidiaries of SunShare Community Solar, wish to develop a 4.0 megawatt ground-mounted solar generation facility on a 140-acre leased property located at 2752 Frew Mill Road, State Route 1012 in Slippery Rock Township of Lawrence County. Project will be situated within 3 existing agricultural fields and configured as 2 distinct solar arrays, a western array encompassing fields 1 and 2 and an eastern array located within field 3. And it goes on to provide other specific information about this proposed solar project, which again is located in Slippery Rock Township. They have provided a map showing the project location along Frew Mill Road. Gentlemen, these are the 3 documents that we've received. Would one of you wish to make a motion to accept them and enter them into the record?
I'll make that.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you both. Do either of you have any concerns about these letters? Hearing none, thank you. Pauline, could you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Sanada?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you so much. That takes us down to commissioner reports and comments, and today Mr. Kennedy gets to go first.
I'll make it quick and simple. Saturday, all 3 of us went to Eden Valley. It's a yearly event down there, the community days. Chris and I got to ride the parade. I think they're worried about the rain showers coming. One of the many people was it was still nicely attended. Then yesterday we had the Northwest Commission, County Commissioners Association meeting at the cathedral, and I'll let you 2 talk about that. So I'm good.
Dan, thank you so much. Mr. Sanada, you're next.
I'll just follow up on Commissioner Kennedy. Eden Valley is always a nice event. The weather held off for us in the morning, and I thought it went well, and got a chance to see some people we haven't seen for a while down there. I had an opportunity on Friday night to stop down to Huntington, where I was originally from. St. Marguerite Society had their festival, and I had an opportunity to have some food, and the Blue Coat Band was there, and the crowd wasn't as large as normal because of the air quality, unfortunately. But there were some people showed up, and they finally got a chance to do the baby doll dance, which is a tradition in our community, and hats off to them to keep the tradition alive down there. Something that's been going on for years down there. So I just shout out to St. Margaret Society and their volunteers. That was the big thing. That was Friday and Saturday. As Commissioner Kennedy said, all 3 of us went down to Eden Valley. Unfortunately, the weather didn't cooperate in the afternoon, and they had to cancel the fireworks festival due to many circumstances, including a potential tornado watch. And we did get an opportunity Saturday night to see the beautiful fireworks. So I do want to commend the city for doing that. Pyrotechnica, they did come through with a beautiful display Saturday. They tried to put it together the best they did. I know they had some food vendors down in the Old Town Mall, which was put together very quickly. I know some people were disappointed, but we weren't disappointed with the fireworks. I usually, my tradition is to go up to the Historical Society. I've been doing that for many years, and they had people up there and got a chance to see it from there. So, but it's, it's like I said, sometimes we can't control things, and weather is one of them. And, that weather forecast was brutal for Saturday. Luckily for Eden Valley, they were able to get their stuff done, and we did enjoy that parade. So that was pretty much what we got to do this weekend. And hopefully this next weekend the weather will cooperate and things can happen. So, Chairman, I'll let you talk about our meeting we had yesterday, since you are very active with the organization, which I thought was a very successful.
I want to mention the Red Cross.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Thank you.
I was going to do it later, but we'll do it right now, actually. To anybody out there, I think it's very important. We as 3 commissioners were notified this week there's a major shortage of blood out there. The Red Cross has asked us to try to get the word out in the community, and we need volunteers to contact the Red Cross, the hospitals, anything that can be done to get the blood out to people, because it is a crisis. In June, they were down 25%. And this time of year, there's a lot of need for blood, and we want to get that word out. So I'd like to just bring that to everybody's attention.
Thank you very much for doing that. Thank you both for your respective reports. I just have a couple things. Yes, it was nice, always nice to go down to Eden Valley to the borough, and always well organized. And we thank the volunteers in that community who put together that special day. Both my colleagues referenced yesterday, we hosted the quarterly meeting of the Northwest County Commissioners Association, which is comprised of 16 counties from this end of the state. And we rotate or we move around from county to county, and it was our turn to host. So we asked the cathedral if we could utilize their facility, and they graciously allowed us to do that. The purpose of the meeting is for all commissioners from these counties to get together, share information with one another, things that are happening within their counties, as well as things that are going on at the state level. We have representatives from various Commonwealth agencies, and we have legislative representatives there as well who give us updates. And then yesterday we had 3 speakers, local speakers. Our president judge, Judge Cox, gave a very nice address with his perspectives on the relationship between the courts and boards of commissioners. Loretta Spielvogel, former county commissioner and recently retired deputy warden, spoke to the group. She knew a lot of the people in the room, obviously, but she talked about the opportunities that other counties have if they wish to house certain inmates at our jail. She's been working with them through the years, and just wanted to reiterate that opportunity for them. And then Jim McKim, who resides out in North Beaver Township, who is a retired educator, but very active with the Cathedral Foundation, was very kind to offer a tour of the cathedral. And I was pleasantly surprised how many people stayed for that tour. A good number of them stuck around. They saw parts of the cathedral that very few people get to see. So that was an excellent time for everyone involved. So in 3 months, we'll go up to McKean County. It'll be their turn to host. The final thing I want to bring it out to the table, nothing we're going to act on today, but I'm hoping within the next couple of weeks we can get a resolution drafted. We've had some informal conversations with the folks from Taylor Engineering, and as we all know, earlier this year, we lost Bill Humphrey at a very young age. Bill worked closely with us through the years, particularly as county engineer with Taylor Engineering, and he focused a large part on the bridges that we own and maintain. I know that Dan, in his role as a township supervisor, worked with Bill as well. The conversations we've had, we want to do something to recognize Bill and honor him and memorialize Bill for all that he's done for this community. So we've concluded, but we still have to take formal action, which we will do in the next few weeks. We thought it would be appropriate to, we've done this before, there's a precedent for this, but we thought we would take one of our county-owned bridges and name it the William Humphrey Memorial Bridge. Bill was a city boy. He grew up here in Newcastle and lived in the city, but the primary bridges, particularly North Street and Mill Street, are already named. The North Street Bridge is Corporal Albert Gettings Bridge, and the Mill Street Bridge is the American Veterans Memorial Bridge. But Taylor Engineering is actually headquartered in Scott Township. And there's a bridge out there on Stoughton Road off of State Route 108 in Scott Township that crosses the Slippery Rock Creek that the county owns. And it's a very beautiful setting. And we determined and spoke with Bill's colleagues from Taylor Engineering. They, in turn, spoke with Bill's family to make certain that they would be agreeable to this. And we've reached a conclusion that we would like to name the Stoughton Road Bridge in Bill's memory. And at this time, assuming we pass a resolution to that effect, which I'm sure we will, we're planning to have a ceremony on Thursday, September 24, at the bridge in Scott Township. Now, the previous night on the 23rd, the Newcastle Community Y will hold their annual Salute to Courage dinner, at which time Bill will be honored for his service to the community. So this ties in what we plan to do in naming this bridge. That ceremony that we have planned for the 24th will be open to the public. So hopefully a lot of Bill's friends and colleagues and family members might be able to join us then. But as I mentioned, in order for this to happen, we'll have to have a formal resolution drawn up. And I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks we can do that. Appreciate my colleagues' concurrence with this. We all believe it's a good idea. So that's my report at this time. Today's a rare day. Curiously, we have no proposed resolutions for consideration. That doesn't happen too often, but that is the case. So that drops us down to some transfer requests that we have. And Chris and Dan, if you don't mind, I'll enter them into the record. Stop me if you want to split them and vote on them separately, but if not, maybe we can vote on them as a group. But please interrupt me if you have to. The jail is asking for a transfer of a total transfer of $28,000. $20,000 is going to come from their part-time line item into their overtime line item. And then $8,000 will come from their travel and training line item and go into their equipment maintenance and repair line item. Court administration is requesting a $6,500 transfer from within their budget, coming out of materials and supplies and going into office minor. And then the voter services office is asking for a $1,600 transfer from their materials and supplies line item into their minor equipment line item. Dan or Chris, any concerns? Would one of you care to make a motion to approve these requests?
I'll make a motion to approve the request.
And I'll second.
Thank you, gentlemen. And if there are no other comments, we'll ask Colleen to call the roll.
Commissioner Sanado,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thanks, Pauline. Couple of announcements. The Commissioners will meet 1 week from today in this room at 10 a.m. That would be July 28th. It's our regular meeting and it's open to the public. 2 weeks from today, and this is an annual tradition, we will not have a public meeting on Tuesday, August 4. That coincides with the summer annual County Commissioners of Association of Pennsylvania's conference, which will be taking place out in Monroe County. And at this point in time, my two colleagues will be attending that conference. So we will not have a quorum and not have a meeting on the 4th, but I believe if my math is correct, the 11th would be the next date in August that we'll convene. Let me note for the record, there are no audience members here in the room, nobody from the public, so I'll state if there are any public comments, we welcome them, but also indicate that right now we have no folks from the public in the room. So before we adjourn, let me see if Mr. Kennedy has any closing remarks. Thank you, Dan. And Mr. Sonata?
Just one follow up to you, Chairman, about really feedback. I've been there many times, but finally got a chance to see the stairs to nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
When they open the doors up and you can oversee the city of Newcastle. And I've never seen that. All these years I've been to the cathedral on that stage many times, and it is a sight to see. Just once again, thank Jim McKim. That background information he gave us yesterday, and all the years I've been there, I learned some stuff yesterday. So he's a great resource to the community, especially when it comes to the street. So I wanted to throw that in there.
No, thank you for noting that. He and Dawn Paroli were very helpful in getting everything organized for yesterday's meeting. Thank you, Chris, for noting that. Ladies or Joe, anything you need to bring up? Well, thank you all for joining us today, and with there being no other business to be brought before the board, could I please have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
No second.
Thank you. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Joe. Well, must have been sprinkling outside. The streets looked a little wet when I came down.
It's supposed to rain all day.
Yeah.
23 minutes. You got a record?